Selena Quintanilla was a force of nature, but when a loyal friend betrayed her, she met a fate she never deserved. Even the Rich is a podcast from Wondery that tells you the stories of the crazy lives of the greatest family dynasties to pop culture superstars. In their new season, Viva Selena, you'll hear how she made a massive cultural impact and became a legend the world will never forget. Before her 24th birthday, she had already left a legacy across cultures that would continue for generations. Her huge talent was nearly overshadowed by her untimely death when she was shot by a close friend and confidant. But there's so much more to Selena's story than her tragic passing. She was kind-hearted, brave, and she tried her best to bring joy to everyone in her life. The positivity she put into the world still carries on nearly 30 years after her death, and she'll always be the queen of Tejano music. Enjoy Even the Rich on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can binge Even the Rich, Viva Selena right now ad-free on Wondery Plus. Get started with your free trial at Wondery.com/plus. Okay, you've heard us talk about hemps here at Fat Mascara. We love their body lotions. Well, guess what? All your favorite scents of hemps now come in scrubs and body washes. They're all plant-based, vegan, and cruelty-free. And yes, there's a fragrance-free option for those of you who want that. But I am loving the scrub right now. I am, first of all, not gloopy-doopy. You know how we hate a gloopy scrub.
Hate it.
Hemp's original herbal sugar scrub. The texture on this is so good. And the scent, take me away.
I want to be taken away by Hemp's. They have an incredible wash with 3-in-1 formulas. You know I'm a girl on the go. You can exfoliate with glycolic acid. You're going to clean while it's going to moisturize you at the same time. And it hydrates you with that 100% natural hemp seed oil. Also has shea butter. Jen and I have been talking about shea butter basically since we were born. And aloe vera. And can I tell you about the scents?
Please do.
Sweet pineapple and honey melon. Triple moisture, which is a really nice scent. Original herbal, pomegranate herbal. I mean, these are like popsicle flavors. I love it.
It's a tropical delight. Elevate your shower routine with Hemp's new body washes and scrubs. They're available at Ulta Beauty and Hempz.com. That's Hempz, Hempz with a Z. Make sure to check it out today.
Thank you, Proactive, for sponsoring this portion of the podcast. Exciting news, Proactive has just launched their newest skincare innovation, Proactive Clean. Proactive Clean is a gentle skincare routine formulated to clear mild acne to occasional breakouts for sensitive skin. This is so exciting for me. I am a Proactive user. I was all through my 20s and 30s. It's the only line that kept my skin clear. And if you're thinking to yourself, Jen doesn't have acne, I'm here to tell you it's because I was using the Proactive. I wish, though, that we had Proactive Clean when I was using it back in my 20s, because this line is great. It's formulated without parabens, phthalates, sulfates, cyclic silicones, and 100+ other no-no ingredients that you don't want on your skin when you're trying to treat your acne. Proactive is America's #1 clear skin routine, and it's dermatologist developed and tested with clinically proven ingredients. They've helped more than 20 million people, including me, get on the clear skin journey. And I'm so excited for this new line. And then we have a code for you guys so you can get a discount. Go to Proactive.com now and use the exclusive promo code MASCARA to get 20% off your first order. Again, get 20% off your first order when you use the code MASCARA. That's Proactive, Proactiv.com, and get 20% off your first order when you use the code MASCARA. Proactive.com, and that code is MASCARA. Hello. Welcome to Fat Mascara. Hello. It's me. It's Jen. Welcome, everyone. Hi. Oh my God. You just reminded me. Remember when one of us used to sing the podcast?
I think it was me and it was bad. And the music
I actually did not know which one of us it was.
It was me. And the listeners asked me to stop. And so I did.
Know if it...
Welcome to the show. I don't sing anymore because I take requests. So
what's that expression about you give people what the public doesn't know what it wants? You have to tell them.
Well, our public knows, and they want the beauty news. They want the New York City glamour. They want our friendship and laughter, but they do not want me to sing. So here we are.
Okay.
Here we are. We're a little goofy tonight because we're doing an evening recording session, which is different for us.
I feel like there's a preface, like if the tone is like a little weird, it's not.
This is where we could find the time during busy fashion week, lots of events, things to do. So this is where we found the time. But hi, welcome to the show, everyone. We are very excited. Speaking of busy time and events and all things glamorous.
Okay, I'm psyched about this. All right, so listen.
Too.
Months ago, like way too long ago, we started talking about Marissa Meltzer's book, Glossy, which if you are an avid beauty enthusiast, you probably are if you're listening to the show, you know it's about Glossier. You know it's about Emily Weiss. But it's not just about that. If you read the book, you'll get it. And please go read the book because we are having our first ever Fat Mascara book club. That's right. Our first ever Fat Mascara book club. So I want you to go pick up the book. We're going to have Marissa on Wednesday, September 27th. You're going to tune in. Jen's going to hit you with the details soon, but we'll also post it on Instagram, et cetera, et cetera. And you don't have to write this down. And you're going to join as we chat live with Marissa. And she's cool. She's very fun. She's very cool. And we're going to talk to her about writing the book, about her chats with Emily, about what she thinks about the future of Glossier. And it's going to be great to hear it live from her mouth. And you can also jump in with questions. Interactive.
It's the best of both worlds. You're getting both the podcast live. You will be here in the same virtual studio that Jess and I use with our guests, but just sitting there in the audience. And it will be a book club. And how many book clubs have you been to where the author is there? Like how many times were you sitting around in a circle with friends at a book club and you're like, couldn't we just get the author here so they could explain it to us in our own words if we have a question, we want to know more about her process. So next Wednesday, September 27th at 8 p.m., you will join us. You can get the URL at fatmascara.com/book club. There'll be a little link there for you to go on. We'll have all the details there again. It's fatmascara.com/book club, all one word, book club. It's also in the episode notes. And then 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm so sorry, European listeners, but that's the best we could do. Maybe you'll join us in the middle of the night. We would love that so much. 8 p.m. Eastern, Marissa will be here, Jess will be here, I will be here, and we will have an interview with her and also a virtual book club where you can ask her questions from the audience, and it'll just be like a fun hang. I'm so excited. Oh, also, you got to read the book. I mean, you don't have to read the book. That's the thing. Like book club, how many people have cheated their way through a book club? But I will put a link as well for the book. I read it literally in 2 days. It was that good of a read. So it's glossy.
Oh, yeah, same here. I read it in 2 days. It's a very easy, and that's like a compliment. It's a very easy read. And I think it's one of the first beauty books I've read or like business books that feels like, oh, this is fun.
And it also feels like it tied up a lot of loose ends from an era of my life. And I was like, what were we doing then? Like the girl boss era gives us
Wait
a
a second.
We shouldn't no, save it for the pod. Save it for the pod, Jess.
Okay,
right. Like we're already starting the book club too early. We got to let everybody read it first. So go get it.
Glossy. There's one thing I'm going to say.
Okay, fine.
It's not. I'm not saying too much. If you're like, oh, I don't really care about Glossier, or like, I think Glossier is this, or I don't really know that much. I'm not invested. Whatever it is, as Jen said, it's a snapshot of a time. So just as somebody, if you're listening to this, you're interested in culture. It's a snapshot of a time.
Mm-hmm. I like that. The book, again, is Glossy, Ambition, Beauty, and the Inside Story of Emily Weiss's Glossier. It's by Marissa Meltzer. We'll put all the links in the episode notes, and we're going to see you here next week. But first, this week, we have to do our podcast. Guess what I have to get me centered and simmered down and ready to focus on the podcast, Jess?
What are you doing?
I got so inspired by your Raisin wand from last week, I think it was, your Kindred Black.
Oh, yeah,
unicorn oil. But I got my own Kindred back, but I did not get the unicorn.
Ooh, that's fine. They have so many great products.
Look at this gorgeousness. I got the Simmer Down. It's both lavender and peppermint. It's like, and it has this little medicinal stopper, and I've been dropping it on my pulse points to sort of get me in the mood for this episode. I'm so centered.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
I do very much so. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Should we go do the podcast? We'll do some news, raise some wands.
Let's do it.
Well, Jess, I'm not sure if you heard, but it was New York Fashion Week here in New York City. So all the trends, all the beauty, all the fashion, all the people were here. And here's what I came away with. The big news stories for me were that models deserve some respect and they got it for themselves this particular fashion week. There's two things that happened that I want to briefly tell you about.
Say.
Well, that's what the excitement of the news is. First of all, this made me so sad, but also I'm really proud of this model for posting about it. Her name was Megan Milan. She posted a video because she went to go sit in the chair for the fashion show she was going to be in. And she's a Black woman. And they did her makeup. And whoever did her makeup, the color did not match. The foundation did not match. She got the ghost look. Like she got this ashy looking purple cast to her. And she happened to be videoing her face. And she was like, even the makeup artist, whoever it was like, yeah, it's okay, whatever. And she's like, no, it's not. She had to leave the show, go out to Sephora, redo her base, and come back for this fashion show because somebody didn't know how to do her makeup correctly. And she was like, I always travel with my foundation, but once I didn't because I didn't want to bring it. And of course, this is what happens. I will say the positive end of the story is she put this up and she got a really great response. And also then she had another fashion show after and Donnie Davy did her makeup. And of course she looked great because Donnie Davy knows how to do all skin tones as all makeup artists should. So good for her for empowering herself. The other one, there's a brand Falguni Shane Peacock, Indian designers, right? Law Roach was involved in this one. He's back to styling. He styled their show. I was loving the fashion. So there's some news. Law Roach is back. But the last model who came out, I still can't decide if this was scripted or unscripted, and there's debates on TikTok. She comes out, she's walking, and you know this has happened before. The shoes aren't fitting or they're too high or something's going on. This woman, more power to her, stops in the middle of the runway, bends down, and she just took off the high heels. Not like straight up center of the runway. And guess what the audience did?
Clapped.
Yes.
Everyone's tired. No one wants to do it anymore.
Everyone's tired of this BS. Like, these are women. These are real women. They want to look good. They want to feel good about themselves. And I just love that the models were sort of taking back the power at this New York Fashion Week. Just two examples.
I love that.
Right? So there was also some trends, and you'll be seeing us talking about those. And then we'll go on to Europe, and maybe everybody's having gelled hair. But this is what I wanted to talk about.
The foot moment's my favorite moment. When are you and I going to take to the streets in our...
Me and my Doc Martens and you and your ballet flats, yes.
I'm like about a pair of my sneakers lately because they've been ballet flats. I think if they're too thin and it's too hard.
Oh, yeah. The neuromas can't take that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I'm interrupting your flow. Keep going.
No, that's fine. Everybody, the skin boosters are here. What are skin boosters? We have talked about these, I think, before on the podcast, but they have finally come to the United States. Skin boosters are already available in Canada, Europe, Asia. They are basically hyaluronic acid injectables, microdroplet injectables that smooth and hydrate the skin. Now, this is something derms here in the US have kind of been doing off-label with other hyaluronic acid fillers, right? They do these tiny microdrop injections sort of like all over, sometimes in a grid pattern. Maybe they'll use a different tool that doesn't go as deep dermally. And the point is not to use filler to fill, not for volume or structure. These are subtle. They're micro droplets and they make the skin quality better. They make it smoother and more hydrated. And the newest one that just launched, actually got FDA approval. So this has been sort of going on, but this one has FDA approval. It's Skin Vive by Juvederm. It's supposed to last 6 to 9 months. And it's here, and you're going to start seeing it in derms offices. There's a bunch of other of these that I think might make their way to the States. There's, I always say this one wrong, Teosyl Redensity one. Profilo, you've probably heard of that. Restylane Skin Boosters Vital and Vital Light. But now with this one, with the FDA approval, I think this will become more mainstream, that people will be getting this kind of injectable. And you know, the minute someone offers it to me, I'll try it too. I haven't done. I've never gotten filler like that shallow dermal application, but I talked to a dermatologist in DC who does it for some politicians that I cannot name because it makes the skin quality look really great in photographs. It's not changing their face like people would notice, but it just makes your skin look really smooth because your own sort of hyaluronic acid makers kick in when they get these droplets, and so it boosts your own hyaluronic acid as well. The skin boosters are coming. No, the skin boosters are here. Guess where we're going, Jess?
Oh, anywhere.
The science corner. You were like, Hawaii? Take me away.
Yeah, not quite the island with 2 chairs that I was picturing for you and me.
I know. I'm sorry. I really set you up to make it much more exciting. Nope. Let's go to science corner. Let's go, everyone.
Okay.
Here we are in the science corner, Hawaii edition. No, I wish. I'm sorry. But I do want to tell you some fun news. Okay, forget the crossword puzzles, everybody. You know how they're supposed to help you with your memory loss as you age and just in general? Forget them. Get a scent diffuser. A new
I can
study,
do that.
yes, a new study published in Frontiers in Neuroscience, everybody's favorite read, has found that scent and aroma training can help improve your memory. So the researchers did a study on older adults ages 60 to 85, two groups, right? We've got our control. They got a diffuser with these little vials they were supposed to put in, but they didn't really smell like anything. Then we have our test group. They got a diffuser with 7 different vials, and every day of the week, they were supposed to put a different one in. Both things put out droplets into the air for 2 hours when they first started sleeping. But the test group, those little vials had rose one night, orange, eucalyptus, lemon, peppermint, rosemary, lavender. From the essential oil company in Portland, if you care to know. But anyway, nothing else was different. After 6 months, they did MRI testing and also this test, hold on, I want to get this right, the Ray Auditory Verbal Learning Test. And that test evaluates verbal learning and memory, including proactive interference, retroactive, I don't even know, whatever this. Anyway, a memory test. They did 226% better, there's a 226% difference between the people that were smelling the scents as they fell asleep and the people who did not. Just the act of kicking your nose into gear and smelling different fragrances can help boost your memory. Isn't that so cool?
Just the act of having these scents around.
Yes, because a number of neurological diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, they're preceded by a loss of smell. So scientists know that there is a big
And the
link
connection with smell and memory.
Exactly. We know that as well. But it goes further to neurological disorders. So there was a bunch of studies. If you read the study, there's some previous work in this area testing, like, could smelling more things help keep your memory alive or help with these particular disorders? And I think this was really good study saying, yes, it does. The thing is, you want to smell different stuff, though. So I know you love...
So keep it in rotation. Keep it in rotation.
Yeah, like you love your eucalyptus, or this is the candle that you're always sniffing. But like, you got to challenge that brain, that olfactive sense, right? Like, give it new things because
This is much easier than the New York Times crossword.
Right? That's what I kept thinking. I mean, you could do a crossword puzzle too. That'd be lovely. But like, burn a different candle every night or do some diffusing as well. Okay, in our fun neighborhood news. I've like challenged us now. Like, I want to keep going with this neighborhood news thing.
It's so hard
not
to
always
find.
easy, guys. It's not always
do you know how long it took me to find that mullet story?
I worked hard for this one too. Okay, let's talk about the Yellow Pages. Who remembers what the Yellow Pages are? Jess and I do. It's where you looked up businesses that you wanted to buy things from. Well, in the UK, I hear you guys call the Yellow Pages Yell. That's the company that owns it. Well, guess what? They stopped making the printed Yellow Pages in 2019, but people miss them, okay?
Wait, do they still make a phone book in the US?
So funny. Like, I literally know you so well. I was like, she's going to ask me that follow-up question, so I'm going to need to have the stats on that. And I do. Do you want the answer now or after I finish my neighborhood news?
We've been married too long.
Well, Jess,
Go on.
Here in the U.S., regulations regarding phone books vary by state and telephone company, but they're usually now only on a request basis only that you will get a phone book. For example, in Pennsylvania, telephone companies are still required to give you a phone book, white and yellow pages, if you ask for it until at least the year 2026. How's that for an answer?
But do you think that they have them all printed like in a storage,
Yeah,
facility?
And then they print like 200 because like your grandmom's grandmom is asking for the Yellow Pages. Okay, so back to my news. There's your answer. So the people in the UK who miss their Yellow Pages, they're getting a perfume that smells like the Yellow Pages. Yell, the company that published and printed the Yellow Pages for years now online, has gotten some nostalgia. People miss it. You know that smell. It's like a newsprint smell, but...
Oh, it's great. I love the way it felt. Like, I love the way the phone book felt.
It had like a wetness to the pages. They were like so liquidy when you would turn them, right?
Oh. Yes, they were thin and like melty, and they just they were like ribbon almost.
And
I don't know.
Yes, there was a great smell to them, like a newspaper smell, but it was a little bit different. It was more of like there's some solvent in there. I don't know, the paper. So Yell, which is the Yellow Pages in the UK, they are putting out this perfume. It is supposed to be out next year. I will keep tabs on that because I'm going to see if they really like to put it into production or if they're just doing like 50 to get people to still go to yell.com to look up phone numbers. You know what I mean? But I love that they're doing this.
like a sexy PR move for Yell.
Yeah, like a sexy PR move. You know how sometimes we've been hearing of that. But like, I kind of want to smell this and like buy it.
Jen, did you ever look your name up in the phone book?
Of course. No. Oh, actually, I think my parents paid when I was little to have it unlisted, which was very weird because then kids at school couldn't call me. My dad worked for the news station and he like was the crime reporter TV guy. So of course he like, didn't want himself found and he also knew all the horrible things that can happen. But anyway, he was weird about it. But I loved looking through for all my classmates when I'd come to a new grade in school. What about you?
I literally remember like looking kids up and looking friends up and looking like just random things that were funny last names.
And then in the yellow pages, it always made me laugh that a business, they would always be like A plumbing, AA plumbing, AAA plumbing. And then there'd be like quadruple A plumbing because everybody wanted to be the first plumber like in the plumbing section. Yeah. That's why like a lot of, they're not always like an acronym for something. There was a big that in the, Jesus, I'm about to say in the 20th century. Back in the 20th century, like that's how people would name things because they wanted to get that high placement in the yellow book. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. I like looking at the different businesses, things you'd never hear of. Or like for prom, looking for a limo company.
Oh my God. Yes, yellow pages. So they still exist here in the States, but you usually have to request them, but you can't get them in the UK. So you can smell like them. And that is the news.
That was a fun one. So Jen, I was talking to a friend today and she said, I feel like my skin is changing. And I said, well, your skin does change as you get older. It's just an inevitability. But there are things you can do to help slow it down. Meet Hyacera, a supplement from Ritual designed to promote skin support from within, with clinically proven ingredients to minimize wrinkles after 90 days.
You know I love that clinically proven. And yes, there are let's take action, people. Hyacera is a once daily skin support supplement with 2 clinically proven ingredients. And you know I checked these studies when they came on as a sponsor. There's Ceratique and Hyabest. In a clinical study done by an independent research lab, Ceratique proved to help reduce wrinkles and fine lines in 90 days. And then Hyabest significantly improved skin luster and suppleness. Love that. Compared to the baseline. So you just take this once a day. It doesn't give you the weird burps. It has a nice vanilla scent to it. All non-GMO ingredients, vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, no artificial colors, all that good stuff. And it helps your skin.
Reduce wrinkles without compromising on clean science. Hyacera from Ritual is a skin supplement you can actually trust. Now, Ritual is offering our listeners 30% off during your first month. Visit ritual.com/mascara to start Ritual or add Hyacera to your lineup today.
Okay, fam, you know, I'm trying to do right by my body over here at Fat Mascara, especially my hair. And finding a product that actually works and is made with healthy ingredients always seems like a trade-off. But with Vegamore, we get products that are made with clean, healthy ingredients, and they give me visibly healthier hair and scalp. I love that. With Vegamore, you're able to have visibly thicker, fuller, shinier, longer hair without the harsh ingredients. Every cute pink bottle of Vegamore products are 100% cruelty-free and never formulated with potentially harmful chemicals.
Jen, here's what I love about Vegamore. I like things to be simple in my life right now. And Vegamore has this nice little Grow Essentials kit where you get to try more than one amazing product at a great savings. And I love a savings. When you sign up for a monthly subscription, you save more and you never run low on the products that you need to take care of your hair. And the key is, as we always say, consistency. You've got to be consistent to get your most beautiful, healthy looking hair. Fun fact, Vegamore sells 1 bottle of Grow Serum every 15 seconds on their website. That's how good this stuff is.
Give your hair the power of the little pink bottle with Vegamore. For a limited time, Fat Mascara listeners get 20% off their first order by going to vegamore.com/fatmascara and using the code FATMASCARA at checkout. That's Vegamore, VEGAMOUR. Vegamore.com/fatmascara. Again, VEGAMOUR.com/fatmascara with the code FATMASCARA.
When you're getting married and planning a wedding, there's so many things to keep track of. It's a lot of fun, but it's also really overwhelming. But you know what can help with that? Our sponsor, Zola.
That's right. When you're getting married, it's not just about the big day. It's about all the days along the way. And Zola's here for all of them. I actually used Zola to help plan my wedding. And I remember the day Eric and I set up the website with all the little details to share with the guests and clicked publish. It was such a fun day. And then I used Zola, and they had this great part of their website building tool where you could give, I'll just call them gentle gift suggestions for your guests.
Very just gentle, tasteful suggestions.
You can do a registry, of course, but we created one of those cash funds for our honeymoon with pictures of where we wanted to go. Plus, Zola's also there on the days when you feel like, forget it, I don't even want to have a wedding. I remember I had that moment. There was like this huge family debate about the seating options at the wedding and whether they had backs or not. I kid you not, benches versus chairs, like almost derailed the whole wedding.
What did you eventually choose?
It's complicated. Let's talk about Zola, which is much easier because even on those days when things were, complicated, there's the Zola community. It's a free and judgment-free community of other engaged couples who know exactly what you're going through.
If you're getting married or planning to get married, or you're already married and you're just finally getting around to planning a celebration, start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com. Okay, everyone, time to raise a wand. Let's give it to listener Anya, who has a fantastic raise a wand. She did the homework.
Hi, Jess and Jen. This is Anya Turner, a longtime listener from Spokane, Washington. And I wanted to raise a wand to my favorite warm, sexy, and perfect scent for fall. It is called Gris Charnel from BGK Parfums. The top notes are fig, black tea, cardamom, and the heart notes are iris and bourbon vetiver. And the base notes are sandalwood and tonka bean. It is a woody, spicy, and a powdery scent that is really comforting and cozy and smooth. It's almost like wearing a really quality cashmere sweater. And it just makes me feel calm and peaceful and makes me want to curl up on the couch. And it does have amazing longevity, and I always get compliments when I wear it. Thank you so much. Love your podcast.
Anya, thank you. I love hearing about new fragrance brands, especially not too expensive ones as this is. You know what? You're probably wondering well, Jen and Jess, what are the fragrances that make you think of love? Guess what? We'll be sharing them on the September 27th episode where it'll make sense why we've been asking you all along. But we need one more week's worth of these. We want to know what scent makes you think of love. And it may be attraction, sensual, sexual, if you want to go that way with it, but just like the scent of love. What is your love scent? Maybe you wore it on your wedding day. I don't know. Or a first date. Or it's just comforting, like the one we just heard about. So tell us all about those. Email us, a little voice memo, info@fatmascara.com. Call us, 646-481-8182. Got a couple texts from people that realize there's text now. I love that. But don't text me your love perfume. Talk about it on the voice memo and the voicemail. Thank you. I feel like a teacher right now.
Teacher.
I so did. As I was talking, I was just like, oh my God. Or like the TA who has to repeat the professor's thing because nobody's getting the information right. All right, I'm done. I want to talk. You talk. What do you want to raise a wand to?
Okay, so my raise a wand, I'm kicking it real classic right now, okay? Classic beauty product that holds up. You're going to die.
I'm ready.
Laura Mercier's Secret Camouflage.
Oh, okay. What's bringing this back into rotation, or did it never go out?
So it's in my kit. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. But lately, the dark circles have been on fire. And I'm looking for a power concealer. But I also don't want to wear a lot of makeup. I just want I want to knock them out. This knocks them out.
Do you use both sides of it?
So I'm going to be honest. I don't know how to properly apply makeup.
6 years in, you guys, she finally tells the truth. Hi, thanks for listening to my beauty podcast. I don't know how to apply makeup. That is a lie. That is a straight up lie.
No, okay, it's a lie. But if I want to mix something on my own accord, on my own free time, because I thought of it, I'll do it. If you're going to tell me that this goes here and that goes there, stop, because I'm not getting involved.
Okay.
Do you know what I
you're
mean?
saying.
Like, I know that it works better if you follow instructions and follow the rules of color theory, but I get confused.
So do you just stick to one side that like is a better match, or
I mix them around until I feel that I look suitable for the public.
Okay, and I think that you are doing what she wants, which is you're using the orangier one to balance out the blue, and then you're putting the more skin matching tone. You just have to like smear it until it looks good, and the reason it's looking good is because you have those two shades to work with.
I guess so, yeah. Remember the color corrector craze of 2017?
The great color corrector craze of 2017.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, there was pink, there was green.
Pink, baby blue, soft green, yellow. I struggled. I tried, but I struggled.
Yeah. I actually was just double checking how she says to use this. It's basically to just let you create your custom color blend. You're using it the right way.
Oh, that's what okay, great. I'm using okay. I do know how to do makeup, guys. Keep listening.
You do. And I think the thing is, it's full. That's like none of this Glossier stretch. That's not going to cut it when those under eye circles are really.
Glossier stretch is nice for when your skin is feeling and looking good.
Yeah.
I do not find that it has the power to knock out my under eye circles when I'm really tired.
There's a pigment load in the Secret Camouflage, and you need that pigment load.
And also, this is from like episode 1, pat, don't rub. You pat that on. That's a key bit of advice for all concealers, but especially for this one because it's very draggy. There's no moisture. You don't want to be tugging on your skin. Bad idea.
Right, like a Kosas, you can like sort of wipe under your eye. It's very creamy, but like a Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer, a Secret Camouflage from Laura Mercier, pat, don't rub.
Yeah.
But you know what? It gets rid of under eye circles. People ask me all the time for skincare for that, and I'm like, it's tough in a topical skincare, but get you a good concealer, and that's the best route to go.
And then if the rest of your skin is, if you're feeling pretty good about it, you don't need, if you're like, oh, this is really heavy, it doesn't matter. Go light on the rest of your skincare, or if you want a full face, full coverage foundation, that's fine too. But this isn't going to look like a lot of makeup if you just put it where you need it.
Right, like you could almost do that and then just do tinted moisturizer everywhere else, but you still like fix the eye circles. This makes such a difference, doesn't it?
Huge difference. Power product.
You know what might else help? My raise a wand for this whole waking up the eye area. I'm raising a wand to Kosas Air Brow in Clear. Air Brow is what it's called. It's a clear brow gel. And I was sort of like, why are people so into this clear brow gel? Clear brow gel is basically clear mascara. No, it's not with this one. It's plumpy. There's something going on in there. Yeah, like your hairs stand out from your face a little. It gives them like a little thicker coating so that they're not just brushed up, which I love to do, but they have like a fullness to them. And lately, I've been like tinting my brows so much lately because they've turned so gray that I don't really need that much pencil because, you know, they're dyed now. The hairs are, even the baby hairs get like that color tint, so they're fine, but they still need to like be brushed up and out and look all feathery. And I'm just
also
into
as your brow texture, I don't mean you, I mean one's brow texture changes, you need all kinds of like tips and tricks for the brows.
Yeah, my brow hairs are a little heavier because I think they're thicker and coarser than maybe they used to be. And this like gives them that upward feathery plumpy in a good way.
I think your brows look good. I had no idea you were fighting such a hard brow fight right now, Jen.
Such a battle. I was. Me versus the no. No, I have fun with it. None of this is ever for me like me versus my face. And even with the under eye circles, it's like, how fun is this that I could just do that in 2 seconds and I look better.
And you're done. Yeah. Out the door.
Yeah. So raise a wand to that. Kosas Air Brow. Raise a wand to Secret Camouflage. Go get your beauty sleep. Read your book. Go read Glossy by Marissa Meltzer. So you can join us a week from today. This is Wednesday. Next Wednesday, September 27th for our book club. fatmascara.com/book club. Okay. We're done. Good night. Bye. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
It's your reviews and feedback that help us make the podcast even better. Head over to iTunes to rate and review us or email your thoughts to info@fatmascara.com.
We also want to answer your beauty questions and hear what products you love. To share a Raise a Wand product review or to ask a beauty question, email us at info@fatmascara.
If you send it as a voice memo file, we can even share your voice on the podcast. You can also do that by leaving us a voice message. Our phone number in the United States is 646-481-8182.
Thanks so much for listening.
We're about to make cooking this fall way easier for you. Sign up for Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating healthy with dinners that work for you, not the other way around. We love that they have so many options for healthy plant-based eating. You can choose meals that are vegetarian or vegan, or one of their other categories like keto-friendly, calorie-smart, or the new quick and easy option.
I know you love the quick and easy option, Jess. I love Green Chef. Each kit comes with all the food you need, step-by-step recipes, including dinners that you can get ready in 25 minutes or less, 10-minute lunches, grab-and-go lunches. So Eric and I are pretty much at this point vegetarian on the weekdays, and I don't mind cooking at all. I love cooking. I also love cooking vegetarian, but I don't have the brain power on a weekday to decide what to cook. Truly, that is the hardest part for me. So I love that with Green Chef, the decision's just made. I just have to take the meal kit out and do what I love, which is put it together. So we just had their crispy, spiced cauliflower tacos. I'm going to read the whole recipe name for you here. With a zesty lime slaw and sriracha drizzle. The coolest thing about this is I don't know many other meal kits that do spicy food. I feel like a lot of them shy away from that, but they have spicy options, and that's what I love. So it was really good. I feel like this is my kind of meal kit, Green Chef.
Ready to kickstart your clean eating routine? Go to greenchef.com/60fatmascara and use code 60fatmascara to get 60% off plus free shipping. That's greenchef.com/60fatmascara and then use the code 60fatmascara for 60% off plus free shipping.
Green Chef, it's the #1 meal kit for eating well.